welcome back. My name is Jennifer, and here on my channel I like to chat about all things beauty and makeup. Today I have an update on my rolling Project 10 pan. So I did have to skip my, I think, February update. I did my January intro, skip my February update, so now we're in March. So keep in mind that this is more than a month of progress that we're discussing here. It's just that I had an autoimmune issue with my eye, and so I took a break from makeup and I didn't really film anything for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And I've been on steroid eye drops ever since, which is quite annoying. Anywhoosies. I wanted to go ahead and update this because I've had some progress and I'm pretty excited. We do have some rollouts, and we're also, I have some thoughts on a few other products. So first up, I have my e.l.f. Acne Fighting Putty Primer, and I'm gonna put up the video, hopefully, from my intro. I feel like I have a hair, but I don't. Okay. I'm going to put up the video from my intro, and hopefully you can see a difference in the pan. I did manage to use this 18 times. My goal is to finish this. My goal is to finish everything for the most part, or hit pan in some. So my goal right now is to finish this one, or until I decide it needs to be decluttered. I just want to get as much use out of it as I can. Then I have my Tarte Quench Primer, and I did finish it. I did cut it apart. I did end up depotting it into this thing, and then I finished that. So I think I might have a picture or little video of what it looked like when I depotted it, and then I ended up finishing it. So it only took me 8 uses to finish the whole thing. It kept feeling like it was so close to being done. So when I finally opened it and depotted it, I felt a lot more motivation to use it because I could see the difference and see exactly where it was. So that is rollout number 1. Next, I have my Ulta Eye Primer. So this is the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. And I'm awful. I haven't been taking weights. I do have a little scale, but I just end up not enjoying the weighing part. It reminds me of when I did Weight Watchers and used to weigh and measure all of my food. So I think that's why I'm just like, I'm just going to use it. It's fine. So I do have 27 tracked uses on this. So hopefully I have a little clip of what this looked like before, and we can kind of compare side by side, hopefully. So I'm happy with the usage I'm getting on that. I only used my Sigma primer maybe once or twice instead of using the Ulta one. So, and I think I forgot to use eye primer once or twice. But I was really just more playing around with palettes, just kind of seeing like, do I like the colors? Do I like the blend? So wasn't too worried about eye primer there. So I feel like 27 tracked uses is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I like the progress I'm seeing. I feel like I might possibly be able to finish this product. And if I didn't say, it is the matte eye primer. It says shade nude, but I don't think there's other shades. They did repackage, so maybe the one they have now doesn't say nude. And I have no idea if the formula changed. Allegedly, it did not reformulate, but I haven't tried it for myself to confirm. All right, then I have my foundation from The Ordinary. Every single time I have used this, I have absolutely hated how my base makeup looks. I think I want to put this away until summer and see if in the summertime this maybe works a little bit better for me when I have more like natural oils coming to the surface. So when I initially started panning it, it was here. Then I made it to this mark here. Last month we were at this black mark, and now we're at this blue mark. And that blue mark was 6 uses. And I did mix it with another foundation. because this is very watery and serumy and a little bit not the right color. Now that I've shown you, I feel like I can actually shake this up. It needs to be shaken up to even function correctly as a foundation. I do have mine in the shade 1.0 NS, which is very fair, and very fair is just like a tad too pale for me. So that is part of why it's not working. So that's part of why it's not working. That is not a roll out, but it's like we're gonna put it on hold. I'll probably bring it back in like June. I need a break from it. I don't like hate panning things. And then if I try it in June and it's just awful and it still doesn't work, I'm just gonna declutter it. All right, so next was my little mini Tarte foundation. This is the Face Tape in the shade 12N Fair Neutral. This is a great shade for me, but the formula itself, it's too heavy. It feels too makeup-y. It's too thick. Kind of like the Shape Tape is very thick. It's a similar feeling. I like more of a like hydrating serum-y type foundation. So it was here and then I got it up to here and now it's completely done. It looks like there's a tiny bit left in there. It's an airless pump. I promise it's spitting nothing else out. Or if it is, it's not enough to do it my face with. So I'm fine. I'm done with it. I got to try it. That was the main reason why I got a mini, was to be able to try it. It did take me 8 uses. Excuse me. It did take me 8 uses to be able to finish that. So this was finished on March 7th. And then the hydrating primer, the Quench, was finished on February 3rd, which I want to like side chat here. The good stuff that I love, like the Quench primer, the skincare, Tarte has like discontinued all of that. They did like this huge Black Friday sale and dropped like a bunch of their palettes to ridiculously cheap. And now they have like hardly any eyeshadow palettes in stock. So I don't know what they're doing, but I don't like it. I'll tell you that much. Then I have my NYX Wonder Stick. This is in the shade Fair. Yeah, Fair. So my goal on this one is definitely to finish it. I have used this 23 times. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Hopefully I have like some side-by-side comparisons. I will make a new mark in my book and all that jazz too. Actually, let me just do that now. So I feel pretty good about the amount of times I used it. This is where my new marking is for the NYX Wonder Stick. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, Wonder Stick. So I really felt like it would move a little bit faster, but, well, I guess I felt like I had less left of it than what I actually do. And so like seeing that chunk and like how long it's going to take me, I'm trying not to think about it. Okay. I'm trying not to think about this, but very happy with the amount of times that I use this and how much progress I'm making. I typically now will use a brush to grab the product off the stick, which to me kind of like defeats the purpose of having a stick product. I think the ease of a stick product is like being able to draw on your skin and then blend it in. And I feel like this has just gotten a little too firm, like it's not emollient enough for that now, which I mean, it's getting old in age, you know, it's getting up there in age, so I can't blame it. All right, next I have the ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Brouhaha. I've only used this 8 times since I rolled it in, but that is it. That is all I have left. I feel like maybe 1 more month and I can get this one out. I need to do some more neutral looks. I've been doing a lot of like blue, purple, kind of smoky looks where I want black. I don't really want brown with it. My bad. So it's not my favorite. It's kind of maybe a little too emollient, which is weird because usually they end up drying up, but this one is just a very deep brown, and sometimes I feel like the line goes on too thick on the top, so I only use it on the bottom, and I don't use anything in my waterline because of my eyes and how they don't function. So that's where I'm at with that. Next, I have the ColourPop Super Shock in the shade Ladybird. My goal was to hit pan on this. I'm up to 8 uses. And I don't know, guys, like I kind of feel like I need to declutter this. It feels like very gritty, and maybe I could revive it, but in swatch it looks beautiful, but on my eye it really looks like crap. So I don't know. I think I want to play around with maybe trying to rehydrate it. I think I can use a face oil to rehydrate it or something of that nature. Yeah, because I mean, this glitter is just flicking right off. So definitely not the right formula to be using on my eyes. Beautiful shade, but I initially had it in my cart at Ulta to like repurchase it, and I realized, why, girl? Why? Like, you have so many indie shadows that you're gonna pick over a ColourPop Super Shock any day. I have a few select Super Shocks that I love and will definitely keep in my collection until they go bad, and even then I'll probably keep the packaging because I think it's absolutely adorable, and it's part of why I fell in love with ColourPop. But yeah, I think I want to roll that out though. Do I? Yeah, I want to roll it out. It's on the chopping block to be decluttered, and I don't want to be like, this is things that I'm working on to actively meet my goals. So I don't want something in here that I'm having to like test out frankening and all that stuff. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna roll that out, and I'll look for something to put in its place in a minute. Then I have my ColourPop lip liner in Lumiere, and when it gets to about here is when it's done. So I have about this much left. I don't know where I put this the last time I took video, so I'm going to try this in a couple of different places. In any case, I can actually track this in my book. So 11 tracked uses. It was very sharp when I rolled it in, I think, because I for some reason decided to draw the point there. So that's how much I was able to use up, was from this green line down to this blue line and everything that's colored in blue. So we'll keep tracking that. I guess I probably could draw in about where it's done, like about what we're trying to get to. I do need to sharpen it though. So we're trying to get to about here. I'm pretty sure all of that is about where it ends. So not too much more. I'm making progress. Maybe this year, maybe this is the year. We'll see. All right, next I have my Sigma lip gloss in the shade Passionate. I managed to use this 5 times. So it went from here to here. You can see the delineation there where the sparkles have settled. This is a nice lip gloss. Like, I can put it on now. I just, I don't like the brush applicator. I don't like it on any lip glosses. It's darker, so I have to actually blend it out. It's a little more high maintenance, essentially. It's very pretty. Yeah, it's a beautiful gloss. I am finding a lot of frustration that the packaging is goopy. I don't know if it's like an issue with the stopper or what, but I get a lot of goopiness here and leaking, and then it gets all over stuff that's in my drawer. So I try to keep this upright so I don't really travel with it. Like I don't throw it in my bag and reapply while I'm out and about. Not that I'm out and about much, but yeah, I feel like maybe if I can get 5 uses a month, maybe I can be comfortable that by the end of the year I can just go ahead and declutter it. Because I'll feel like I got my money's worth. Again, it's a beautiful gloss, like very pretty, very comfortable, not too sticky. I hate brush tips. ColourPop had the same ones, and I refused to buy any more for a while until I realized they changed their doe foots. So yeah, we're gonna keep on keeping on with that one. If I can get to another 5 uses by next month, I'll be happy. I'm not gonna count this one, even though it is technically a use. I won't be reapplying it the rest of the night, so we're not gonna count it. And then finally, I have my Billion Dollar Brows little dual-ended thing that I use for my eyebrow cleanup area. I use this side as like a concealer basically, and this side to brighten. So essentially I go here with the concealer part, I go here with the brighten, and then I just finger blend it together and call it a day. It's been working really well for me. I feel like it's an unnecessary extra step, but one I don't mind doing. I almost enjoy it because it's always the last step that I do before I'm done with my makeup, and it's like, then I know I'm done. I don't know, it's a ritual thing, I guess. So this is where we started here on the green line. This is where we are now. I'm measuring from the bottom tip, so this may be a little bit off, but that's okay. I'm honestly looking for either finish or until the lids touch. So I did have to sharpen it today, so it's not going to need another sharpening for like another week or 2. That is it for products I'm working on. Let's talk about products I'll be rolling in. Okay, so technically I have 2 foundation rollouts, so I'm going to roll in 2 more foundations because if you saw my 25 and 2025, you know I have a lot of foundation that I want to work through this year, and it's a lofty goal, but it's one that I am ready to take on. I am wearing makeup more for the most part. I'm rolling in my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is in shade 2 Neutral. This already has oxidized a bit in the tube, but I find that it also does oxidize a little bit on me after I put it on. So I've been mixing it with my Urban Decay Hydromaniac in shade 10. This is Ultra Fair, which is way too light for me. But I find that these 2 together make a pretty good shade. That's what I'm wearing today, and I feel like it's a pretty good match. It does get a little bit more like glowy. I've had this on for a bit now, so we're seeing a bit more of like my natural oils come through. So I wouldn't say it's like one that I could wear when I'm like at an event all day or, you know, need to keep my makeup looking great. This is a great everyday work foundation for me, right? Like I can throw it on in the morning and by the afternoon, it's probably got some natural oil seeping through, but whatever. And then I can take it off and be fine. So I feel like these 2 are a good choice to roll in. Again, I'm not really weighing anything. You can't see the progress through this. Somebody told me that you could see it as it got lower, but let me tell you what, man, I've tried to shine a light in this thing 10 ways to Sunday and I can't see squat. So I'm just gonna at least track how many more uses it takes. Like there's so much air in here. I'm not a fan of this, this style of packaging where I can't see through it and I can't see my progress. That's just because I like seeing progress and that motivates me. But if I had to guess, I would say I'm maybe down here-ish, but I'm not sure. And then this one also is not easy to measure, but you know, I'll go ahead and do a little like so maybe we can see this flatten out a little bit by next month. But at least gonna track uses and see how long it takes me to finish these up. I think I'll finish this before I finish this. I may actually repurchase this because I found most foundations that don't work for me. If I throw in a dot of this, I'm like, oh wow, this is now the right color for me. So I may repurchase that. We'll have to see. Those two are rolling in, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 other things I have to roll in. I wasn't planning on doing this, so let me go look and I'll be right back. Okay. I went through my 25 and 2025 and noticed I had this little Smashbox Photo Finish primer on there. This is a cute little mini. I do like this primer. I wouldn't say it's like my tip top favorite. They have one that's also like a hydrating one. I want to try that. But I think I need a gimme, and I think this is one I can do. I am working on my Tula primer in my Project 10 uses, and I think I'll actually be able to finish this soon. So I think maybe if the Tula primer's not done by next update and I can finish this, then I can maybe like roll in the Tula primer. Like maybe I can keep a primer going and work on that part of my collection. So we're going to work on this little cutie. I don't think it'll take me too long to finish it up, although some of these minis can be deceptive in how easy they are to finish. Just saying. All right, it's finally time. It's finally time that I take on this challenge. I have never once done this before in a project pan, or literally ever. It's time for me to pan a blush, and we're gonna pan Belle. This is Enchanted Mirror Pressed Powder Blush from the Disney Designer Collection. This collection was on another level for ColourPop, in my opinion, and they need to really bring back some of this amazing like thought into their collections. So this is the blush shade. It's just like a perfect peachy pink on me. Just exactly what I can use for every day or what have you. I think I may actually weigh this one because otherwise I may lose my mind. But this is what it looks like rolling in. So there are some like lumps and bumps forming in this, but I mean, I'm sure there's some hard pan and it's old as hell, so it is what it is, you know? All right, hopefully we've got some good footage of that. I'm hoping like maybe 10 tracked uses a month will get me somewhere. I may be panning this in 2027, who knows? We're at least gonna go for first blush pan. It's gonna happen on the channel. We don't know when. Hopefully it's not like Jessica and the Balm blush, but I think that's because it was like a travel size, so like her brush was hitting like the whole pan instead of like being focused in one smaller part. Also, I think it's just a pigmented blush that was pressed really well. But yeah, shout out to Jessica Banana for hitting that pan. I think everyone in the Project Pan community that follows her has been like celebrating and amazed at that pan that never wanted to show up to the party. All right, guys, that's it for this month's Rolling Project 10 pan. Let me know, how do you think I did? What do you think of the choices I made? What are you working on in your project pan, if any? And do you think I can ever hit pan on this blush? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, I hope you'll give me a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more makeup and beauty content from me, hit that subscribe button and I'll have more coming at you. I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful day. Bye. Look at the bestest girl. It's Polly. She's sleeping so sweet. She, I don't think, wants me in here right now, so she's like sleeping facing the window, like, privacy, please. Yeah. Archie had to be kicked out of the bathroom because he would not stop messing with the cord. I have weird swatches. I hate doing thumbnail pictures. And also, my hair is like so frizzy. Is this like regrowth, or is this where it's like all broken off and is coming out? I had like a giant clump of hair come out in the shower today. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like, I mean, I don't look like I'm going bald or anything, but can we not lose any more hair, please? And then I have like new growth here, so it gets all baby frizzy. It annoys the crap out of me. Yeah, so this is my skin texture. I have freckles, redness on my nose, I have an acne scar there from when I was a teenager. I think it was a cyst, and I kept trying to pop it, and you can't pop a cyst. So yeah, I gave myself a nice acne scar there. Lesson learned. That was before I understood like my skin picking was like an OCD habit. So that's fun. Love that for me. I guess I have to put all this crap away now. Why do my eyes get like... Look at the shifty sparkle here. Like, mwah, love it. Okay, bye.